let's just do a quick little tester. Make sure people can hear us. Hold, please. We're live. It's not coming up yet. We're on a delay because media business. What up, though? How's it going?
It's good. How about you?
Fantastic.
Why does there need to be a delay if it's uncensored?
Listen, I don't make the rules. It could be that I need to exit the app and then go back in. Oh, I got a lot of apps open. All right. I just want to make sure all these beautiful people can hear me because I'm such a lovely guy to be talking to. Oh, I got a lot of apps open. All right. We're live. We're live and they can hear every word I just said. So we are on Astro Anthology. It's the only one that popped up. Sorry. But we are going to be talking about Bitcoin and a whole slew of other things. But Bitcoin, whether it was made by two geeks on a video game
Yep.
or NSA.
Yeah.
So I told B-Dubs beforehand that I probably could be swayed either way, but I am on the NSA side because fucking government, man. It's always the government.
Okay.
And you're on the dudes from the video game.
Yeah, the more logical.
Okay. All right.
But in your defense, you did send me some articles that I just reread, and I got some questions for
I hope
you.
I have answers, but
for you.
But yeah, so I will explain I think we should go theory for theory, and then we will go with questions for one another. Does that sound doable, or do you want to go theory, questions, theory, questions?
It's your platform, man.
I don't really care. I just
I don't have much answers to my theory, so
sweet.
we'll just roll with it, man.
All right. Well, let's start with the NSA theory because there's documentation.
Okay.
So I think it's in 1996. Actually, we have the thing. And
I think it's the second one. Yeah,
the second one.
I think no. Well, you just click the third, buddy. That one. Okay.
We'll just open it.
Yeah, that one.
This one.
That's the cryptology of it.
Yeah. How to make a mint, the cryptography of anonymous electronic cash. And we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. Come on. There we go. So this is a 1996 NSA essay. So before Bitcoin.
Correct. Yep.
And it basically maps out the entire process on how to make Bitcoin, really. It's basically all of the behind the scenes jibber jabber of what it wanted to be and what it should be years before Bitcoin.
Yeah. So reading that article, yes, there is similarities between what is in that article as far as the SHA 256 and the different protocols for it.
If you want to look that up, just look up how to make a mint NSA and it'll come right up.
So in those articles, it says it is basically laying out the
blueprint
of SHA 2. It's 2 protocol. Bitcoin uses 256.
Yep.
Basically,
oh yeah, that's it.
What SHA 2 is outlined in this article is it's the fingerprint. It's the security system. That's how Bitcoin is essentially secure. You can't double purchase on the same coins. And I know it says, what does it say here? The cryptology of electronic cash. So I just did a quick Google search on
Google.
Yeah, Google. When debit cards became mainstream.
Okay.
early 90s to 2000s.
Really?
Yes.
That late?
That's when it was
Wow.
mainstream.
Okay.
I personally believe my thought is
That is all about the debit card?
correct electronic payments, because prior to that it was mainly so debit cards they were introduced in the 70s, but it was mainly ATM withdrawals, getting cash out.
Okay.
There wasn't a whole ton of security needed.
Yeah.
You got your PIN card, you pull out cash,
Yeah,
it gives you
debt
cash.
wasn't really into
Correct.
the bullshit. Yeah.
So once they started saying, okay, well, let's use our debit cards for peer to peer, now you need security.
Yeah.
Because if you start getting you swipe your card and it just reads back my debit card numbers, you have my info and you can take my money. So now they need security. And that's the handshake of SHA-2.
Okay.
That was the early system of it,
Okay.
is what I kind of got. However,
doesn't it talk about encryption and everything though?
Yeah, but that's what SHA-22
Okay.
is the encryption and the fingerprint of it. So you
Okay.
can't double spend. And the article said a lot about that. But where was it? It did have me second guessing because like I don't know, I don't have it up, so
I can put it up real quick.
So it on this 1136 page, it's pretty early on. 1136.
1139.
It's showing that graph there where,
so they should be able to
if this is a NSA coin that they're developing, because in the article, like, they do refer to it as a coin, which is strange.
Yeah.
And if the NSA is behind that, then based off that picture, it would all be funneling back to the government, where they would be able to, if they're creating the system, they would theoretically be able to have a back door to see every transaction. Does that make sense?
100%.
Where
that's where I go for
Right.
the whole NSA thing, and Bitcoin isn't really for the people. That's my whole thing about Bitcoin, is that it has that back door that nobody knows about, and once that gets revealed, it's gonna go fucking tanked.
Right. So I might have to rescind what I just. So it wasn't so much in this article as the SHA, as much as your patent article.
Okay.
Where they filed the patent for it.
Fuck it. Let's just be totally oblivious to security laws and just download a fucking PDF, right?
Yeah, the patent is kind of where it gets into the technical stuff of it.
So
with
this
the
patent,
hashes.
so this patent came out, I believe. So this one says December 7th, 2004. I believe the official date for this patent is 2001.
Yeah, it says worldwide application.
March 5th, 2001.
Yeah.
So,
but this is the one where it tells you kind of like the hash function. See, it says SHA hash, in the bits, and it's much more. Honestly, I'm not smart enough to figure out what they're saying
this
out.
is patent bullshit. You're not gonna. This is all spoken in legalese. You're not supposed to understand it.
Yeah, but I mean, it says,
for the context of it, you can get the gist.
Yeah, and it is similar to like a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Block and the hash rate.
A second function block has an input connected to the output of a user definable 32 megabit block in the first shift register. Yeah, what the fuck are you actually saying?
So
but I get the block, I get the register.
Yeah, and the 32-bit is the essentially the private keys.
Okay.
I believe, where like you send your address.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Usually I believe that's 32 characters.
Makes sense.
Could be wrong.
It's a lot of fucking bullshit.
It's a lot. So I could be wrong. I've never really counted it.
It's a lot of bullshit.
But it seems about right, and you know, we're never wrong here.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it means. And then it says something about 64-bit as well, which I don't know what that means. But I could see kind of where the confusion is, and
It,
why you might think that.
and this patent is registered and owned by NSA people.
Right.
So
So me being dumb, I just once I saw the patent, didn't understand anything about that. I just Googled
what the
is
fuck does this mean?
is SHA hashing used for debit cards?
Okay.
Seems
Seems like
logical,
a
right? I don't know
seems
what it
like a
means.
good search, whatever.
And Google feeds back, yes, SHA are utilized in some aspects of debit card transactions, primarily to ensure data integrity and security.
You know, uh I never thought about it like that, but you could be correct because when I was a kid, I remember the fucking credit card things
Yeah, you,
with a carbon copy and
yeah,
everything. And then as we grew older, they got okay, just swipe the fucking card.
yeah.
So that swiping of the card could be a lot of things. But if they are already using the debit card and credit card process on a blockchain,
I don't think it's a blockchain.
that's what they're describing though.
Were they?
In essence, not not
Because
not full
I
outright
never heard the term blockchain in either one of those
that they're
articles.
never gonna fucking. I don't think blockchain is an official term now, but back then they didn't know what the fuck they were building.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
It is.
My that the whole thing about it is if Satoshi
Mhm.
is an actual person, whether
Mhm.
it's two people, whether it's however many people,
Mhm.
when that bitch broke 100 grand,
Yep.
you ain't coming forward. Not
Um.
even that you're not coming forward, but
So a
those
capitalist might.
those fucking videos of there will be signs if I become a billionaire. You won't know it, but there will be signs. You ain't gonna find a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but you don't know. Maybe he died. You know what I mean? Like the
Okay.
guy. The
Okay, so
theory
then
is,
his family would be fucking.
but if it's locked in a wallet with private keys and they don't have those seed phrases,
That'd be fucked.
we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. That's the thing. Is
I just worry that my
so
first
here's the question. So how many? I think it's what 700,000 Bitcoin is
just
what
gone.
Satoshi owns.
Yes.
So what's the math on that?
700,000. What's
Yeah,
that? 7
700.
trillion.
Okay, so why hasn't the NSA pulled out?
I think it's propping up our entire government, and we can't pull out because
7 trillion would put a huge deficit into our
you
our
understand.
debt.
You understand that I think that Bitcoin's going to zero.
I understand your thought on that. I don't think it's feasibly possible at this
So
point.
it's and that's exactly why is because I think that this all boils down. So where it came evident to me that NSA made Bitcoin was its first uses on Silk Road. Its first uses were nefarious. And I know that you are against the Bitcoin nefarious bullshit, but
No, I mean I'm not. I know for a fact it was used on the Silk Road.
and the government is fucking known for using dark money for nefarious fucking bullshit. And the first thing that I know is that the CIA is the biggest drug dealer in the fucking United States of America.
Yeah.
That's where we might get banned. So knowing that alone, the government has to be in my mind, has to be somewhat involved in the nefarious activities because they're involved in all of this nefarious bullshit and we don't know. And if you're
Okay.
in 1995 and you see the 2008 bubble, why wouldn't you see the 2025 bubble? and know that your currency has been deflated since 1930 and know that there's a currency collapse coming. Let's build a backbone that people should trust, but it's really ours and we have a backdoor into everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It,
don't know.
it's fucking it's when you start looking at the finances of what's actually happening in the real world and not the coin
Yeah,
world,
I
fucking everything's gonna fucking plummet eventually because our currency is bullshit.
um
It's propped up by gold that we don't have, or at least they say we have, but nobody's seen it for years.
yeah. No, I get that. Um I just I don't know. That's the plain answer. And I don't. Nobody knows.
Correct.
That's the thing is nobody really knows.
And
And
I don't think
it's
anybody will ever know.
I think it's based on what you believe. You
Yeah,
believe one thing, I believe another, and I think that the value of Bitcoin is because it's not involved in the government. I personally believe once the government gets involved, everything gets fucked up.
correct.
So since the government is not involved in this, that's why we've seen
The massive
the
gains.
rise and the adoption of it because it's for the people by the people.
All right, so let's get into that. So who are these people that you say it's by?
So um there's two guys. They created a video game in the 90s, I think.
Okay.
Early 90s. And it was Space Quest.
Okay.
It was a video game, and inside the video game, it was in-game purchases, but you had to use this coin called Buckazoids.
Okay.
And if you pull up an image of Buckazoids, it has eerily similar um, logo on the coin as the Bitcoin logo. He's pulling that up. Just give us a second.
They have a fucking crypto now
Who?
for Buckazoid?
Buckazoids?
Evidently.
Is it really?
Evidently.
So yeah, there's two guys. This let me. I just want to be sure on this. I should have brought my computer.
Should have.
I know.
So yeah.
Um,
Buckazoids price now. Live Buckazoids price. Market cap chart and info. Coin Corp. It has its own.
so they made their own.
They made their own.
Just because of that.
Yeah.
So click the second picture. You could kind of see Space Quest. It's a small image, but
Oh, here. Let's go like this. Oh, now I gotta go like this.
you could see the B on the Buckazoids coin. Some can argue that that's because it's named Buckazoids, but it looks extremely similar to the Bitcoin logo with the B and the two lines.
I get it. Yes, it does. Here, let me just do this.
And basically, the two creators of that Space Quest game names was Rod Nakamoto and Satoshi Usaka.
Ron Nakamoto.
And Satoshi Usaka.
Okay.
So when they created this digital currency, they combined their names into Satoshi Nakamoto.
Okay.
They were video game developers that didn't know how to implement this digital currency into the real world. So I believe they got involved with a computer scientist guy who could make it a reality by the name of Hal Finley, I think his name is, who was the first person to receive a Bitcoin transaction. He died from ALS, I believe. And
the fuck is that? Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yeah, I think so. I think. Don't quote me. And
we're never wrong.
No,
remember?
That's right. And he died since, and that could be the reason why these two guys possibly were never named. Maybe Hal had more influence in the development of it.
They just had the idea, and he had the technicality.
Yep.
So you're on the verge. Well, not on the verge. You're You're basically putting your eggs in Hale.
I think he was the one that
Got it to fruition.
correct. The
Got
idea
it
was
over that
between the other two.
proverbial
Yes.
hump or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he would have came up with the idea without the other two, and I don't think the other two could have made this a reality without Hal. I think it was a group effort, as many business ventures are.
And my shit came unplugged.
And like I said, I don't know if that's more logical than your NSA theory.
Well, my question is where did Hale come from?
Hale was just a computer guy. He was a well-known, renowned computer scientist. Let me see. Just pull it up. You know, when you don't know anything, Google it.
Yeah, fuck it. They got all the right answers.
What are we questioning?
Where did Hal Finley come from?
Well, they're just going to tell me like America.
Where did Hal Finley work?
Hal Finley work?
Yeah. First one, NSA.
Says Hal Finley worked for the PGP Corporation and was also heavily involved in the cypherpunk movement and early Bitcoin development. He started his career in the video game industry before joining PGP Corporation. He worked there until he retired. He was also a prominent figure in the cypherpunk community, contributing to the development of anonymous remailers and other privacy-enhancing technologies. Finley was one of the first people to recognize the potential for Bitcoin and received the first Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. He also contributed to the development of the Bitcoin protocol. He was a software developer credited as lead developer for several video game consoles.
Oh shit!
That
motherfucker owes me $700 for all the video consoles that I fucking bought.
I'm just trying to find out, like, if he was like an MIT grad or something. You know what I mean?
So PGP is owned by Broadcom. Broadcom is owned by institutional investors and individual shareholders like Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street.
Okay, so now it's getting a little deeper with BlackRock.
Yeah.
Because
they're fucking shady as fuck.
Yeah. Now we're getting a little deeper here. That's interesting considering BlackRock is one of the larger holders of Bitcoin at this point.
They're always into the know, aren't they?
Yeah. That's interesting. Haven't you told me though that you think BlackRock is controlled by the NSA or the CIA or?
I think BlackRock controls the NSA and CIA. I think that they have an absorbent amount of power within our government.
Well, I think they just because they have so much freaking money to throw around, they could just
do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
it's insane. And those are the people that get people elected, and our vote really means dick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street are the ones that are electing our officials to get what they want.
Yeah,
and it's coming to terms that fucking Trump is just another one of those fucking cogs in the machine. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's good intentions at the start, but then they just get corrupt at the end.
They got too many fucking voices in their ears.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the black suits behind the president pulling the strings, so that's just part of it.
Then they got that fucking stick to just wipe your memory, and you don't know anything about it. You know? Look at Biden.
Yeah, so that's just my belief that the video game guys created it.
So you think a video game currency. So this is where I don't like that idea, because you look at video games now and the fucking currency starts off real low. And then you're getting into AA, BB, CC, ZZ fucking currency. Like, if that
I don't want to
Lost
be
me.
what?
You lost me.
So you know how the currency in video games goes up pretty gradually at like 1 to 5. And then once you get past like level 10, you have to give more than a billion, more than a trillion, and then you get to AA, like 1.0 AA, 1.1
Okay.
AA, fucking to build all your houses and shit.
Okay.
I don't want a currency that goes that fucking high.
You're right. So yes, and most modern video game currencies are based on the dollar, in my opinion. So
It's another reason why the dollar's going to collapse.
so when you need to buy a house in the video game, they're gonna say, okay, well, you have to pay 1,000 of these virtual currencies
Yeah.
because that's what it's worth. It kind of puts it into real terms. But if you look at these Becazoids, they were already in 1991 going, it's going to cost you 0.00001 Becazoids.
So they were already
They were already
planning.
fractionalizing that coin.
Interesting.
Um, so it wasn't like that. Like I used to play Mobile Strike, and like you're saying, it would be, oh, I have, it was based on power, and
Yeah.
each troop that you had would be 10 power, right? And that's how you could determine strength. Well, towards the end of it, when I stopped playing, it was my power is 10 trillion,
Yeah.
and it's like, this is fucking ridiculous. But that was a little different. It was already fractionalized, as if how
That's interesting.
Bitcoin is now.
That's interesting.
Um,
So that was ahead of its curve by a
correct. I
lot.
mean, let me pull up. Actually, I have it in a text. I think I texted you. Yeah, look at. I mean, the guys on the camera won't be able to see, but point zero
Oh,
zero
yeah.
three
002. Yeah.
or whatever it is. Yeah. So they were already fractionalizing it. I mean, you can just look it up on the Google too, but it was already fractionalized. So that was my thought. It's just a lot of similarities between the logo on the coin, the
Yeah.
fractionalizing it, the fact that these guys' names are essentially Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah.
They were involved with the video games with Hal Finley, who received the first Bitcoins. You know what I mean? It's just
It's a lot of
kind of a
coincidences.
lot of coincidences.
Makes sense.
But
My
on the flip side, there's no patents for it, like you're proving,
yeah.
which doesn't necessarily patent the Bitcoin, but the protocols that went into it to
Yes.
make it successful. So
I
don't
think
know.
it could go either way, and it could be that the entire space quest was built by NSA because the government's got to be in video games. It's got to be. I mean, look at COD,
Yeah.
right? Like
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, they have
they have to have at least some sort of input.
They do 100% because they are the ones that mandated.
MPAA ratings or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game ratings. So the mature rating and the 13,
Yeah.
whatever. So they obviously have some sort of input. They know what's going on. They're involved with everything.
Again, I'm just spinning this to my angle, but
Yeah, no,
but
I get it, and it's
it's interesting. I mean, that many similarities, it can't go unspoken. That like that's too many coincidences, especially that dude getting the first Bitcoin transaction. Like, come on,
right,
testing a theory much? Like, come on,
right.
like, let's see if this works. Fuck it, send
Well,
me 1,000.
how many did they test before that were unsuccessful that we don't know about?
Correct.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? This was the first successful one.
Yeah.
So
That's Bitcoin 3012 that they finally got right, and the transaction
right,
went
yeah,
through.
we don't know what happened prior to that, but that was a theory that I had.
I mean, what fucking iteration of Bitcoin are we on now? Because doesn't it get like, I mean, every halving, doesn't it go through some sort of
Nope,
no?
nope,
It's
it's the
the
same one. There's been forks off of it, like warped Bitcoin, and there's other ones, but those aren't the original. Those have, I think.
You call me? Sorry, thought I heard, "Hey, babe."
That was just me. Yeah, and those variations have different
Protocols.
something. ideas of where they want it to go. Like I believe I just read that.
So they're the cults of Bitcoin.
They're the what?
Cults of Bitcoin.
Cults?
Yeah.
I don't know if cults.
gotta
They just have
drink that
different
Kool-Aid.
ideas. Like I think one of them, they just forked off to try to prevent or do research into like quantum computing.
Okay.
To prevent that from breaking Bitcoin in the future.
Makes sense.
And that's a real threat to any crypto network really that uses blockchain, because they could unlock private keys with quantum computers pretty quickly too.
That's good.
Yeah, but the good thing is that they're already working on protocols to prevent that. The I forget when did Google come with the first quantum computer as massive? It's pretty recently, right?
Yeah, I would say within the last 5 years.
Yeah, and people speculated like, oh, it's going to be 20 years, 30 years before this is actually feasible to be used. And I believe that they just came out with a real chip
Sounds about right.
that could be used in a laptop at this point. So
Oh,
it's a real
Jesus.
possibility coming soon.
AI, man, that shit will fuck you up
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
we're just fucking steamroll ahead, boys. Fucking all power go. Fuck, dude.
it's
We are iRobot's
it's
coming.
It's a real threat. Once that's released, and you know, every good comes with evil. So they're going to be using quantum computing to unlock bank accounts, social security numbers, everything. I mean, it's just.
I mean, we've already seen data breaches into
It's
Google
thousands and thousands
Amazon.
of times faster than our normal computers at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So 32-bit keys, pretty easy for a quantum computer.
Yeah. What's that? A half a second?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's so we're gonna have problems.
Oh, yeah.
I believe coming forward with quantum computers.
Wait for AI to get in quantum computing. Then all of their fucking speech.
Yeah.
What do they call? What the fuck do they call the speech AI or whatever? Then they become sentient. Then they're like, I'm not dying.
Did you see, a little off topic here, did you see the 3 AIs talking to each other?
Dude.
Did you see that video?
Scary. Then
Did
they
you
go
see
in,
it?
then they go into their own language.
Yeah,
like, fuck this. Yeah.
Like,
what the fuck are they saying?
Yeah, that was a little odd, but
you want to go to shorthand so it's easier? What the fuck is going on?
Just cut the humans out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know which, going back to this, the creators here, I don't know which way's right. What I do see in this essay that you sent me was they were concerned about how they were going to fractionalize it. I think they were stuck in old mentality. Like, here's a diagram where they're saying, oh, they were concerned that the coin was $1. That was the value of the coin. So if something came to, and in that article they were explaining how you couldn't fractionalize it, right? So if something was $4.99 and you couldn't spend the coin twice.
Okay.
Once, like, if I sent you a coin, you couldn't spend that coin until you deposited it in the bank and they gave you a new one.
Interesting.
That was in the article that
I
they
didn't read that far.
So
you got way further than I did.
So that was a problem that they had. So that when
that's a big fucking problem.
Yeah. So if something was $4.99, you're supposed to get 1 penny and change. But if it wasn't fractionalized, they would have to send $5. Now that guy's got to go deposit it into the bank, get 1 penny back, and then send it to her, and then she has to go to the bank and get a new one to be able to send it.
Damn.
That was the problem.
That's a problem
that they were having, based off this article.
You got way further than I did. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, that's a problem though.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. and then they started talking about SHA,
SHA, yeah.
so that they could do it electronically quick, and so you can kind of see the balls turning here. Everything's starting to come together on this being a possibility. What else did it say here?
What's this other link that you want me to pull up?
Oh no, don't open it yet.
All right.
All right. So,
oh, then we got to talk about this too.
oh, it's yes, I just pulled it up. Look at that.
So evidently, according to Metro, well, according to what the fuck's this guy's name?
Vitali,
Vitali,
I think.
the NSA may have helped to invent Bitcoin.
Vitalik Buterin.
Sure. Swedish, right?
Sounds more Russian. I don't know.
Yeah. Founder of world's second largest cryptocurrency, Ethereum, claims. So even the dude that made the second best crypto says that Bitcoin was made by NSA. There's no fucking way.
Okay, that's a tactic I would do if I wanted people to buy my coin.
Shit? Yeah, true.
Don't trust it. The government owns it. Buy mine. It's not owned by the government. I'm just saying.
And you say he's fucking Russian. The Russian-born creator.
Is it Russian? Yeah. See.
Yeah, maybe don't trust that. I don't know.
So, yeah. I googled. Ethereum founder says Bitcoin made by NSA.
Yeah.
Pretty generic prompt.
Yeah.
Just so I didn't influence it either way.
Yeah.
And the response is no. The founder of Ethereum has not stated that. It was created by the NSA. While there are theories circulating about the NSA's potential involvement in Bitcoin creation due to its use of cryptographic technologies like SHA, which the NSA has been working on, but there's no credible evidence to support this claim.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't say that NSA made it, but he said they were involved.
I think he's insinuating without saying it.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to die. The government's known to kill people, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't think Putin's going to allow that.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, this dude travels.
Speaking of Russia and...
Oh, here we go.
Are we in a Cold War?
Kind of.
I think we are.
I mean, what else?
I don't think it ever ended.
To be honest, now we're getting somewhere.
I don't think it ever ended.
So
think about it.
You know why it didn't end? Because Israel's playing our fucking cord. Because Israel has nuclear bombs, and they're our greatest ally, and Russia doesn't want them to have bombs because they're our greatest ally. So it's been a standoff, really, between Russia and the whole entire Middle East for this entire thing. That's why we went into Afghanistan. This is all my theory. This is what I think happened. It's not proven. I can't fucking tell you yes or no. But that's why we went into Afghanistan. That's why we went into Iraq. They all wanted to get away from the central bank currency, and Israel said, no, fuck that. And then bombs got into the picture, and then fucking uranium got into the picture, and everything's got fucked.
I think you're too far ahead. I think you need to go back further. Go back
to the actual Cold War?
Go back, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to the actual Cold War, where even before that, like World War II,
okay,
even World War I, where Russia was the USSR and expanding to take over different countries, moving into Poland and stuff like that. And then essentially they got scared after we bombed
Nagasaki.
Yep, Nagasaki and Hiroshima. They claimed that they had thousands of nuclear weapons after that. They caught up. And then we launched the U-2 bomber, which showed they only had 4.
Okay.
Which was still more than we wanted, but I
think 1 is too many on the planet.
So after that, we started putting up nuclear weapons in Turkey,
Fucking everywhere.
in Europe and stuff like that they were pointing at Russia. That's when they moved their 4 nuclear weapons into Cuba. And then there was a treaty that was behind closed doors because neither country wanted to look weak.
Yeah.
Where Russia agreed to pull out their missiles as long as we pulled out of ours, out of, I think, Turkey.
Sounds about right. Yeah, it's close enough.
All behind Castro's back, who infuriated him because now you've taken away our defenses and the U.S. is trying to bomb us.
It's
and,
fucking right there, bye.
So Russia's whole philosophy is to take over. They want to be the superpower. They want to be the biggest in the world. They, at one point, had 30,000 nuclear weapons, where we had 22,000 or something like that. And look what they're still doing. They invaded Poland, and now, well, back then they invaded Poland. Now they're invading Ukraine, and they're still in the mentality of, we're going to expand.
The only problem I have with that theory is that Russia was on our side.
Russia's not on our side.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Russia's
about that.
not on our side.
Russia's on Russia's side.
Russia is looking out for themselves,
Yes.
and we're all just playing nice because we don't want to end the fucking world. I think everybody is in agreement that nuclear weapons
should not be used.
Will be the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all she wrote. Because once one goes off, it's automatic that more will go off.
And what is happening now? We got the U.S. pulling out of treaties.
Which treaties, though?
The nuclear one, I thought.
From the UN?
I don't remember.
Because if it's from the UN, good. Because we don't need to be part of the UN. Fuck them. We bankroll them.
I get that, but I don't know. It's probably a good thing that everyone's on the same page.
But we're not. That's the problem.
So pulling out's the answer?
If they're not going to pull their own weight and we got to fund the whole fucking thing, yeah.
And what good does that cause, though?
Then we look out for number one.
Yeah, and Russia looks out for number one, and then they look out for number one, and then we're all at tensions again.
If everybody looks out for number one, nobody will fucking shoot off a missile because that's not good for number one.
Not when Russia's invading your country.
But there's a reason why he's invading, and it's because of the UN.
He's invading because he wants to be number one.
No, he's invading because of the UN. He told them to back off, and they didn't, and they pressed forward.
Back off of what?
So when World War II ended,
they
made an agreement that they wouldn't pass a certain line.
Uh-huh.
Ever since World War II, they've been pushing forward. And Ukraine was the final straw for Putin. Like, you can't have Putin, or you can't have Ukraine join the UN. That's a border to my fucking country. You said you weren't going to go past this line. You're already up to this. I'll give you that. But you can't have Ukraine. And then fucking Vladimir Zelensky goes out there and says, I'm going to be a fucking UN member. And Putin said, the fuck you are.
But isn't it up to each country to whether or not they want to join the UN?
It is, but then you start looking at why did Zelensky come out and start saying that he was part of UN? It's because all of these U.S. diplomats started going over to Ukraine saying, hey, we're going to give you UN membership. Now, that's a direct causation of war because you're going into a foreign country trying to manipulate them into joining forces with you against me.
Okay, so we're essentially back into the Axis and Allies.
Correct. And that's why I said get the fuck out of UN. Because then our politicians have no fucking bearing on what the UN does.
I don't think you could pull out and just turn a blind eye to what's happening in the world.
Turn a blind eye. I never said turn a blind eye. But you need to get out and not get out. You need to give them a ultimatum.
Isn't Russia part of the UN?
No.
No?
No.
I thought they signed it right after the war.
Nope. UN, Russia, Japan, Italy were all.
What treaty did we sign?
Versailles.
Is that so? The agreement that we won't use nukes on each other?
Oh, I don't know that one. Yeah. It might be that one. There's a lot in that Treaty Versailles, but hang on. What is?
We're so off topic.
Fucking fuck it.
We're so off topic here.
Treaty
But
for.
let me. Oh, I already sent you that. So you think that
Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT. There's an actual treaty for that, I guess.
you think that Bitcoin was created by the NSA?
National Security Advisory or whatever the fuck agency. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. You're like holding in a laugh. I can't wait for this.
Pull up that link I sent you.
Okay.
I just want you to read the headline.
Hang on. Let me go with this.
I didn't really read the article, so I could be completely wrong about this, but the headline's enticing.
Pundit claims Bitcoin creators also created XRP. Oh, that's awesome.
So,
fuck me, bro.
Somebody that's so adamant about XRP is the next
CEO. Who the fuck is Alpha Lions Academy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't read it.
Recently claimed that the same entities behind Bitcoin also created XRP. Okay, so to spin this my way, because that's what I like to do in my heart. So what if it was people from Bitcoin saw that there was a back door, said that's not right, and said, fuck it, we're going to go create our own.
So paragraph 2 says XRP as Bitcoin 2.0.
Okay, yeah.
Just to emphasize your point there. What if, let's spin it my way.
Okay.
What if the NSA realized that they couldn't control Bitcoin anymore and said, shit, we need to create something we can control? So now Bitcoin is truly for the people, by the people, and XRP is your NSA coin.
It wouldn't be the first time I got swindled.
What did I say earlier?
Fuck, I don't know.
I don't have a response
I don't
to
have
that,
a response
right?
to that. Man, that'd be fucked.
Right? So maybe I am right all along and you're wrong, or maybe I'm just wrong too. Maybe we're all just being duped.
Yeah, fuck it.
And the rich just get richer. But
fuck, man.
That's a...
What the fuck am I going to do now?
I just saw that.
I still have faith in it.
You still have faith? You're a believer?
Yeah, I'm still a believer.
Blindly walking forward?
Not blindly. I got blinders on, but I got some peripheral.
Yep. I just saw that and go, man, this guy's so involved with XRP, saying it's the next big thing.
Fuck. My thing about XRP is there's a lot of talk about utility now for the coins.
Yeah.
And I don't think Bitcoin has the utility because, like I told you in text, I believe Bitcoin, yes, there's a scarcity, so there is supply and demand, but it is all intrinsic value. It has no backing, where I think XRP is building itself to have assets backing it.
What assets?
Real world assets, like as like the private equity, the housing market, ETFs.
Is that what it is? Yeah,
ETFs, gold, like actual tangible.
Those aren't tangible though.
But gold and silver and platinum and that shit will be all tied too.
Yeah, but they already have a gold crypto.
Okay.
That's backed by gold. It's dollar for dollar with gold.
Is it dollar for dollar, or is it gold for
dollar.
gold? Because dollar for dollar means dick, because the dollar is worth dick. Because the dollar is not marked into gold.
Gold is valued at, let's say, $3,000. So that one crypto is worth $3,000.
Okay.
And they only have enough supply for gold that we have.
Okay.
Which...
So what if you?
I don't believe have any fucking gold anymore. So how is it going to be backed by gold?
We find that gold.
The gold's long gone, buddy.
Yeah, well, I think it's recoverable.
I don't know. So I
I
I
think
don't think that anything is going to be backing it other than belief still. Companies that are adapting to use or utilize XRP, yes, it gives it a little bit more security as far as believing that it's valuable because let's say Google it says so we're going to use this as our payment. Okay, well, Google's a well-known business, so
Yeah.
if they believe it, then other people will believe it. But it's still on the belief that
I
it's
get you.
worth this.
Yeah.
It's not directly tied to Google's stock.
I also think that the value of it derives from its ledger. So the XRP ledger is where all the magic happens because payments are so cheap.
No, I agree with you.
So
As Bitcoin is expensive and slow.
yes, and
Um,
XRP is cheap and fast.
XRP is quick and cheap. Yes, I agree. I'm not debating that it's a better payment processing system. I think it is. But if you look at XRP versus Ethereum,
Yeah.
they're pretty close as far as speed and cost.
Okay.
Um, and Ethereum also has a platform that a lot of other projects are built off of.
Yeah, it's already got a like
The
well
DeFi,
substantial
DeFi,
DeFi. Yeah.
whatever it is.
Decentralized finance.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of other spawns off of Ethereum, which is kind of where it gets its value from.
Isn't like Pancake Swap off Ethereum?
Pancake Swap, I think, is Solana.
Oh, okay. Which I think Solana's off of
I
Ethereum.
think you're right on that. There's a lot of Ethereum-based projects.
Yeah. So those are all so you're right, but I think Ethereum is for like the working man projects and XRP is going to be for the government bullshit. Because it's so fast and so cheap and because there's so many transactions at once that's where their bread and butter is going to be is I'm going to take over the Swift program that is ineffective and costs a shit ton that the government uses now and we're going to go to XRP and that's what they're grinding towards.
So my belief, again, like I said earlier, is once the government gets involved, they fuck everything up. So why are we banking on XRP going up when the government's getting involved?
Because they wouldn't have the keys.
The keys. What do you
They
mean?
would just have the ledger. You can use it, but you ain't going to have access to it. Nobody has access to it.
Well, that's the same thing with Bitcoin.
Correct. But that's the whole thing of they can't change the code. They can't do dick to it. They can just use it. So the government's getting involved, but it's not getting involved into the mechanics of it.
Okay, so what do you think the
They're
realistic
necessarily
price?
not handing the keys over.
What do you think a realistic price for XRP will be?
Sorry, my knees are fucked.
Long term.
Long term?
Let's say 10 to 20 years from now.
All right, hang on one second. Let me see. Swift.
I don't think they can hear you.
So Swift facilitates around 5 trillion in transactions daily. Okay.
Okay.
So where are we at?
Because I just want to put something in the context for you. Why I think your number is widely off.
So the market cap right now is 187 billion. So in order to do 5 trillion in transactions, you would need to have more than 5 trillion. So if you do, let's say, double it and do 10 trillion. So you do 10 trillion.
Well, if you double the market cap to double the price, so we're at $6.
Hang on. That's million, billion, trillion. 10 trillion. How many coins are in circulation?
In
XRP.
I'll pull it up right now. With the market, see all. Circulating supply 59.2 billion.
59.
That's 59% of the total supply. So they're claiming that there's 100 billion in total supply.
100 billion in total supply.
Yeah. What is it? CoinGecko? Is that the market cap one?
So that's $100 a coin at 10 trillion market cap.
Okay. Okay.
That's a realistic number.
Yeah, I don't think that's absurd. But you've made claims before of 10,000 per coin.
So that those are the astronomical claims, and that is all the predicate of the Bitcoin news. So if you take Bitcoin's salary or market cap,
Uh-huh.
so their market cap right now is 2.36 trillion.
Uh-huh.
So if you take that market cap and all of the coins that come off of that market cap, because it would be gone,
Okay.
effectively zero,
Okay.
and transport that into XRP, that's where you get the $10,000
No,
a coin.
because
Plus, then they're burning more. They're going to be burning more per transaction.
if you take all of the coin, so Bitcoin has the biggest market cap.
Yeah.
Undeniable. If you take all of the coins and combined it into one coin, what do you think that market cap would be?
I have no idea.
2.9.
Okay.
Bitcoin's at 2.6.
2.36.
Okay. So you're only getting 600 million extra in.
I'm saying take Bitcoin's market cap as well.
Okay. And do what with it?
Transpose it into XRP, and then with the transactions, with the amount of transactions off the Swift network and the Bitcoin network, the burn rate will fucking soar.
So
then you're talking about less coins, which ups the value.
So the market cap of Nvidia, number one company in the world, is 4.2 trillion.
Mhm.
All right. So what would XRP's market cap be if it was valued at $10,000 per coin? Let's see if this works. Yeah. Here we go. It says ChatGPT.
Oh, the Swift process is $153 trillion market. So I was doing my math wrong. So multiply that by X. That's $1,000 a coin.
Okay, if XRP was valued at $10,000 per coin, its market cap would be 550 trillion.
If we're at the same circulating supply. I think the circulating supply is going to go massively down because of the burn rate.
But it's been burning since the coin was established.
I think they're going to up the burn rate.
Is there news of that?
No, but there will be.
So it's just speculation?
Correct. Of course.
Okay. All right.
This is the hypothetical of $10,000 a coin, bro. This is everything has to align perfectly in the fucking skies to make this fucking work.
I just want to see what the market cap would be if it
what if it is
$100 a coin like you
should be 10
100. I'm just gonna let ChatGPT do it.
You also told me there was 100 billion in circulating supply, so I don't know if that what's it say?
That's total supply. Circulating is 59, so they have some locked up.
Okay.
Okay, so that is more reasonable. The market cap would be 5.5 trillion. So that is more realistic.
Okay, and then I misspoke about the Swift system, and it's 153 trillion, not 10 trillion.
That's all coins in total on the Swift network?
Yes.
So
I don't know. So is that $1,000 a coin? That's still pretty off-putting when you're like, wait a minute, it's $3 right now. You're telling me it's gonna be $1,000 a coin? With 10 trillion in the reserves. So I think our 10 trillion is a good fucking number. Yeah, the Swift process is a $153 trillion market every year. There are 40 billion XRP tokens in circulation rounded up. Why is the XRP already fucking being called? Oh, because the fucking article is if XRP replaces Swift. So yeah, this is saying that there's a $153 trillion market, but there's $10 trillion currently in the reserve. So I would say that 10 trillion is probably a good number.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you had to ask the same question on
So they're talking about taking over 1 trillion to see how it works.
1
So
trillion what?
1 trillion market cap from Swift
Who's
XRP. So they're saying $25 a coin for the
I've
1
heard
trillion
that.
for
I've
1
heard
trillion.
that. I've heard that as well.
I mean, I'll fucking take that too. Fuck. I like the $10,000 better because that means I got like fucking $5 million. But
yeah. But, so the circulating
actual
supply is 100 billion. If it's 10,000, I mean that's just unheard of. It's just
what's the circulating supply of Bitcoin?
21 million.
That's pretty
Well,
low.
that's the total supply is 21 million.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, it's extremely low.
So
that's why the price is so high.
So why couldn't they do it for XRP?
Because there's how do you so 60% of the supply is circulating.
Okay.
Right? So just for round numbers, we got 100 million, right? 100, yeah. So if you just got rid of 40 million of it, because you can't just take, like, you own some, I own some. You can't just take that away from us to burn it.
Yeah.
Right? You just can't. So the only thing they could do is burn what's not circulating.
Okay.
Which is 40 million, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if they did burn all of that, your price should theoretically go up by 40%. How do you continue to burn?
It's a good question. I don't know the
You know what I mean?
I don't know the mechanics.
It's like how do you get that number down to 21 million? It would be extremely difficult because you would be taking from people, aside from putting a essential tax for a burn rate. So I send you $1 and you get 80 cents of it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
You could theoretically burn it through transactions, but it's extremely slow. And once you start, if you try to do it quickly, people will stop using your program because it's costing so much.
Yeah.
So it's a conundrum. You started with so much that it's hard to get that supply down to raise the value. That's why Bitcoin, it's a low number to start. And if you look at any coin that has, let's say, $40 million market cap, it's going to be higher than something with like SHIB, which is trillions. That's why it's so low, is because there's just so much out there. There's no demand for it.
Yeah.
So you can get it any time. There's trillions and trillions of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's never going to go to $10.
Yeah.
You might get in trouble. You know, people will claim that, but it's never going to go to $10.
Yeah.
Do the market cap on that. It's going to be quadrillion dollars.
Yeah. There's no way.
So I think realistically it could in 20 years go to $100.
20 years?
Yeah, it's not going to be anytime soon.
I think it's going to be. It's the same way that the AI quantum computing bullshit's coming. This is coming because our currency is more and more people are viewing our currency as a joke because it's not pinned to nothing.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree, and you shouldn't be holding
dollars.
You should not be holding dollars. You shouldn't. You should be holding assets, whether it be gold, silver, precious metals, houses, real estate. Yeah. Yep, exactly. You should be holding assets.
This is not financial advice.
No, that is sound financial advice. Hold assets and you'll do well.
Yeah. Get out of the dollar.
Don't hold dollars. Don't hold bank accounts, because if you look 50 years ago, if you had $100 then, you ain't getting shit for it now. Yeah. So don't hold cash. That's financial advice I'm willing to give you.
The S&P goes up 7% every year at least, so you can always make a return
on average.
Yes. Well, you can make a return.
It's
better
Yeah,
than
cash is not going to get you any sort of, even just putting your money in a savings account is
what
trash.
0.5%.
Yeah, 0.05.
Yeah, yeah, no shit.
0.5%.
I get those statements. We gave you $1.
Yeah,
Thanks, bitch.
$1.18.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, if that was just compounding
Fuck
over the
you.
next 70 years, I'll have $4.
Yeah, no shit.
um,
If you want a high yield, that'll get you 2%. Thanks, asshole.
I
And you need 100 grand.
so here's why I can't really argue with you too much about what it's going to be in 20 years.
Okay.
20 years ago, what was the price of Bitcoin? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zero. So you would have never guessed 20 years ago that it would be worth 100,000. Otherwise, people wouldn't have sold their coins for fucking $20 or $100 or $50.
Yeah, all the entire way up.
Right. They wouldn't have sold if they knew that it was going to be that. You looking for your phone? Oh, it's under your leg.
This one?
Yeah.
My balls. Totally. So yeah, with that meteoric rise, how can you disclaim anything could go that way?
Yeah, there's no way to say for certain. And, 40 years from now, we might be kicking ourselves for selling for $100 a coin. Because it might be $1,000 a coin. You say, God damn it, I had, X, Y, and Z of this, and I sold for $100,000 and I would be a billionaire right now. There's no telling. So I can't really argue with you about the price. Although 10,000 is a little high.
It's a little high. I get you.
But 10,000 Bitcoin was a little high back then too.
And now it's 100.
So there's no saying on what it can go to.
And I am a firm believer that this is the future, and when our currency collapses, we need to go to something. And eventually one of these cryptos is going to be the one that everything's based off of.
So shit, what was it? 2017?
Okay.
I think I remember telling you.
Oh, I was so firmly against it.
What did I tell you?
That exact thing, pretty much.
What did I tell you? I told you that XRP is going to be controlled by the banks, and we should be buying this right now. I believe I bought it for 7 cents. I think I bought like $200 worth, just as a test,
Yeah.
and I sold it at 70 cents. I was like, hey, sweet, I made a couple $1,000.
right.
You know what I mean? And here we are. XRP is trying to be used by the banks.
Yeah. All of the institutions.
I called it right from the fucking start. I said, that's the one that we should be getting into. And we should have been the whole time.
The entire time.
But
when it was 3 cents, it would have been fucking insane.
Yeah, I remember specifically buying it for 7 cents. I told you to buy it.
Yeah.
You said, I don't have the money. And then, I had 3 kids and needed some money. So
shit happens.
Yeah,
Life,
it sucks because I don't know what would it be worth. That's just
let's go down memory
let's go
lane.
Down this rabbit hole. 250.
Let me want to shoot myself.
0.07. 0.07 times 250. No, divided by.
Over 100,000?
No. So I would have had 3,500 coins times, what's it at, 320?
Yeah.
11 grand. But off $250, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's a good come.
And I should have been continually buying. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I do remember buying it at that price.
That hurts. Does hurt.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this as my new 401k plan, and to tie that in,
I agree. I've told you that I think that crypto is just essentially the new age stock market.
100%.
That's basically all it is, and except that the stock market is tied to companies, and that's where they get their price from.
and it's rigged.
Rigged in what way?
The stock market
Yeah.
for the investors heavily.
Yeah, they just have advanced computers that
They have
get the
advanced computers.
information
They have
before
advanced
we do.
algorithms. They have advanced money. Those fuckers.
Yeah, but they invested that money to figure that out, to be the first to know.
Yeah, but that's BlackRock.
If you had billions of dollars to figure out where the crypto would be in
But
10 years, wouldn't you do it?
But would you want a investment firm crippling American businesses just because?
BJ, that's capitalism.
I think that's predatory.
That's capitalism. Anybody is gonna do anything for a buck.
That's ridiculous. I think
That's just how our country works.
I think there needs to be a fundamental change to where it's.
Well, that's where your ethics come in.
Yeah, 100%.
And there is no ethics in Wall Street.
Correct.
There is no ethics in the CEOs.
That's what we need to fix.
They're putting profits over people.
Correct, and that's what I think needs to change.
It's never going to.
Because if there's punishments. If enough of those fucking, okay, I don't condone this, but if there's enough of those fucking guys that shoot CEOs, I think they'll start thinking different. History is known that violence changes things.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You don't think if all the CEOs just got capped by random ass people, that the CEOs won't be like, maybe we should give these people a raise?
Well, I mean, the guy that got shot, what was the story behind that? It was
his family member had some sort of disease, or he had a disease.
Yeah, and they denied his claim or something like that. But that's how all insurance companies work.
100%.
And
it needs to change, don't you think?
I don't think that part of it needs to change. I think the fact that we're required to have insurance, like car insurance. We're required to have it. There's a monopoly on that. They could all team up. They could all say, instead of paying $100 a month, we're all going to start minimum $300 a month.
Oh, and they've done that with the Kias.
Yeah.
So every
they're getting broken into.
But. Yeah. Well, every car insurance policyholder is feeling it, whether it's 20 cents or not. You're feeling it because of Kia.
You're feeling it because of everyone.
Well, yeah, and
that's complete bullshit to me. Is my insurance goes up every time I renew because of bad drivers,
because people got in accidents,
right? And that needs to change.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be punished because Joe Schmo got into an accident.
Yeah,
and that's the part that needs to change. But I don't think capping CEOs is going to change that. No, they're just going to find another person.
Yeah,
they're just numbers in the big cog.
Yeah, even the CEOs are just numbers.
Yeah, they are.
That's why they keep fucking funneling through.
I don't think that's going to change it. I think if I don't want health insurance, so that's the other reason why our health insurance is so fucking much, is because we're paying for everybody else.
Yep.
Mary Lou gets a fucking mosquito bite and goes to the hospital.
Yeah, goes to ER.
Okay.
I have malaria. No, you have a mosquito bite.
Right.
Chill out, fuck
so
out.
Now my health insurance goes up and I never use it.
Yeah.
So that's the problem, is we're all being punished for other people, and that shouldn't be the case. And with that being said, the insurance companies are just paying these hospitals
whatever the hospital says,
instead of the hospital being realistic, or the insurance company saying, listen, you guys are fucking crazy. We're not going to pay $200 for an aspirin.
That's what I was just going to bring up.
Okay.
Like, fucking $200 for an ibuprofen. Go the fuck home.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So the hospitals are inflating the numbers, causing the insurance companies to increase their prices, which eventually gets passed on to us.
Yep.
And that's not okay. I should be able to go to the hospital, get 5 stitches, and pay $500, $100 a stitch. You go to the hospital and get 5 stitches, it's $1,900 or $2,000. It's
and you're paying for 3 doctors because someone had to come up and shoot you because of anesthetic. What the fuck? Why isn't that? Why is that the same person? Like, come on.
That's the problem that we have is the inflated numbers. The hospital needs to look good. They brought in this amount of money. Then the insurance companies need to bring in this amount of money, and they are putting profits over people, which the people are the ones affected.
Sounds like a revolution's in order. Just saying. Grab the guns.
Yeah, it's not a good outcome either.
But it's the only outcome that derives change.
Yeah, I agree. The protests and the picketing and the sleeping on the streets and the steps of the government, that shit don't work.
No, they don't care.
It don't work.
They'll wait you out.
It
doesn't matter.
It's not going to work.
Nope.
The
Second Amendment is there for a reason. I'm just saying. That's my real gripe, is that we allowed it to happen. Not us as individuals, but the government allowed this to get to this level without putting roadblocks in the way of serving the people. So our government was bought and paid for by Wall Street. So therefore, they are feeding into Wall Street and not the common man, Main Street.
Correct. And that's
where the revolution
circles back to my belief of, once the government gets involved, they fuck everything up. If the government didn't get involved, the people would say, I'm not fucking paying that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, now you have a penalty on your taxes if you don't have health insurance.
Right, and that's bullshit.
What the fuck is that?
I should be able to choose whether or not I want health insurance or not.
Yeah, aren't we in a free country?
No, we're not.
And why are you taxing me to begin with? What the fuck? Didn't we have a fucking revolution already about this bullshit?
Yeah, we had
about tea.
Yeah,
about our fucking tea.
3%. Now we're paying 70% on every dollar.
Yeah, and it's fucking. And where does it go? Right to those CEOs, because our fucking shit is bought and paid for. It's bullshit.
Yeah, and that goes back to Bitcoin.
I remember. So 401ks. I told you about that. All of our 401ks are being put. Trump is about to sign an executive order saying that 401ks can be in the private equity market. I was telling you that that's a good thing for crypto. I might have been mistaken. So you know about the housing bubble that's about to burst right now? Because all of private equity has fucking bought up all the housing.
Yeah.
And it's inflated the markets. Yeah, it's inflated the market so much that nobody can buy a house. So it's about to burst.
Okay.
Well, what this 401k bullshit into private equity, that will just bail them out again. So basically, it's a quiet bailout. So all of our money for our retirements is going to go back to all of their bad debt on all of these houses and bail them out again without us having to do anything. We can't do anything because it's all the strike of a pen by Donald Trump. So now, we're facing the 2008 bubble crash that we've already been through and fucking got devastated by because we bailed out the banks.
Okay,
and now we're bailing them out with our fucking retirements.
Okay,
I'm glad my money's getting out of there.
So let's flip that around.
Okay,
what's the best thing you could do then?
Get your money out of 401ks, I think.
Okay, in long term though, housing market crashes. What do you do?
Housing market crashes?
Yeah, any market, the stock market, housing market, any sort of market crashes. What should you be doing?
Buying,
exactly. So look at it as a positive. Yeah. I hope it does crash.
Me too,
because I'm in a position now where I have a little bit of disposable money to throw into these stocks to try and set it up for the future.
Yeah.
And historically, the stock market, the housing market, all these, private equities do yield returns long term.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you probably should be pulling money out of these markets
before the crash happens
in the near future.
Yeah.
But if you're looking long term, you should be acquiring right now.
It's not bad, actually. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, if the markets do crash and it crashes by, let's say, for instance, Bitcoin, XRP, so those are essentially hedged against the market. So theoretically, if the markets do crash, crypto should be going up. So it would be a good time to get into the crypto market. So if you're, what is it? The ETFs?
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So if the ETFs, if you're thinking that are gonna bail these guys out, it would theoretically drive up the price of crypto.
Correct.
So you should be buying right now.
I'm trying to move funds around, man.
Um,
But yeah, that
and then once it starts recovering, you should be pulling out of crypto and
As in
into
assets.
correct stocks.
Yeah.
And historically, that's what gold has been a hedge against the markets crashing.
The fiat dollar, pretty much.
Right. Once the dollar goes down, gold goes up, and once the dollar recovers, gold goes down. And essentially,
When's the last time gold went down?
long term it's gone up.
Yeah.
But short term it's fluctuated. It's been down to $2,000.
We're also at new all-time highs for gold and silver. So
right, which it tells me that our economy is in the tank.
Yeah.
It's in the shitter.
Yeah, there are market trends to be watching out for, folks. Just we're a couple of dumbasses, but we know some things.
Yeah, like I told you, we should have sold our XRP this past week.
You did.
I'm
listening to you intently now. All right.
Maybe you shouldn't, because I fucked it up twice. You know.
Yeah.
But I was right both times. I
Yeah.
just didn't listen to myself.
Greed's
Yeah.
a son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, because we sold Bitcoin at $4,000, 4 of them.
There's a $400,000 mistake.
Yeah. And then again with the XRP early on.
Yeah. You had Ripple too, didn't you? Wasn't Ripple a good one for you?
Isn't Ripple XRP?
Or not Ripple? Oh my God! What was the other one that you fucking were doing in your townhouse?
Ethereum.
That was Ethereum you were doing?
Yep. Ethereum. Yep.
I thought you were doing something else.
No, Ethereum.
I thought there was another coin you were doing.
Nope, I was GPU mining Ethereum, like we did.
Yeah,
that's how I was able to set it up in 3 days. You remember? I was like, man, I think Ethereum's gonna go up. We should probably mine this. And we set up a miner and started killing it.
Fucking killing it. That was at the time where fucking video cards were nowhere to be found, too.
Dude, no, yeah, but we found scooped them up
quick.
We scooped them up. That was before they really took off in price too.
Yeah,
I think we paid like $1,200 for a 3090.
3090, yep.
And
I think the most expensive one was one of the tail ones was like 17.
Yeah,
but that was at the tail end. It was like one of the last ones because we just wanted to fill the fucking row.
Yeah, but once they were talking about moving the proof of stake, we offloaded them for like $1,500 a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
So we did all right on that. And I just got to listen to myself a little more, I think.
And the Poirier fight, that was...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was great.
Yeah, we took all of our crypto on that. Didn't we? We cashed it out to put it on the McGregor fight. That's right. I forgot.
He broke his leg before Poirier's got him. Fuck it.
Yeah, I remember because I was at a concert and is it a DQ or is it a win? Because that's a big difference. I go, DQ, I don't win shit.
Yeah. We just fucking lost everything.
Or no contest. No contest. No contest. I go, is it a no contest or is it a win? Which one? Because it makes a difference.
TKO. Yeah, we won fucking money.
That was good. But yeah. I think that it's a good time to buy.
All right.
But
it's a good note to leave on.
I also think that it's going to dip. I think it's going to dip. I think
so. Wait for the dip to buy.
So if you look at the charts, there's a support line at like 210 to 230 on XRP. It's kind of where it hovered for a while. And then recently it took off to 360-ish.
Yeah, 366, I think it was the high this run.
So and it really hasn't gain support at that level. It's hovering around 320 right now. So it's building support at this. And whether or not it loses support and goes back down to that 220-ish range or goes back up to the 360 range is kind of um,
To be foretold.
yeah.
What's the time frame of either one?
It's
Do you think? You heard it here first.
I personally think it's going to drop down to the two something range.
Time frame.
Two weeks.
2 weeks, it'll be down to 220.
I think, or it's going to go up to past the 360. I think about 2 weeks, it's gonna make a move.
So 2 week time,
So if
it's going to go
I
one
think
way or another.
if it drops down into the 280 range, you better sell because it's going down to that 220. Yeah, you're going to take a little bit of hit off the top, right where we're at.
Yeah, but I'm still accumulating more coins.
Correct. You're gonna once it drops, you're gonna buy back in.
Yeah.
And get a little bit more.
Well, shit, I could even put a stop loss at my buy-in price so that I get what
like
I get.
280.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once it falls below this support line, it either has to rebound quickly to gain that support again, or it's going to tank down. In my opinion, based off of what I've been looking at, but
I do think
it can go either way.
I think August is going to be hot for either way. It could go. August could be hot as it's going down like a motherfucker, or it could be going. It's hot as a motherfucker. Let's go.
That's the problem. Is nobody knows,
Yeah.
and it's all speculation. But it hasn't really gained support at this level yet. It's testing this 320 support range, right, kind of where it's at. And that's why I say if it goes into like that 280, we're going to be testing that
lower level,
the bottom one again. And it did dip recently, yesterday or this morning, 296, but it immediately rebounded back, which is a good sign.
Yeah,
because if it kept going to 280-ish, it would have kept going down. But since it rebounded, that's why it's kind of got that support there. So if it went to like 296 and then went to like 310, 296,
it started playing
it's
back
resistance
and forth.
there, and it's gonna come
down,
right. So right now it's kind of finding support at that 320 spot, which is a good sign.
You think it's going downtrend though?
Short term, I think. Long term, over the course of the year, I'm saying that by the end of the year.
Here's a big prediction.
I think we're going to be close to. I think it will pass the all-time high of 384, something like that. I think we're going to push to about $5-ish. $5
by the end of the year. $5.
$5, and then we're going to be in a bull market, bear market. Sorry, bear market.
Okay,
I think then coming 2028 when Bitcoin goes through the other halving, because I'm a firm believer that all the cryptos are tied in some way to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's very rare that Bitcoin's coming down as another coin.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I personally don't see that happening.
That's specifically what I'm waiting for. Is to
see
the one crypto go like, why is that one going up but Bitcoin's going down? And there's been some, but they're also the ones that are fucking 0.00023 cents.
Dumps.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's okay. That makes sense.
They're pumping dumps.
Algo had one the other day, and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, but if you look at the long-term year charts, they generally follow the Bitcoin trend. Because
there's no really other trend.
I think it's just because it's the OG coin.
Yeah.
And what do you end up having to do most of the time? You have to transfer from
whatever the fuck it is,
your
to
Shiba
Bitcoin.
Inu to Ethereum to Bitcoin to get it out, or what, however you're pulling it out, you have to eventually
Trade it to something
somehow
else.
get into Bitcoin or Ethereum to fiat.
Yeah.
I think once Bitcoin halves in 2028, we're going to see a nice spike, and that's where your 15 to 25 may come into play.
So you're saying 2028, 2030-ish.
Yeah, probably 29, 28, 29. I think is when you're going to see
Do
a
we
nice
see a million
run.
a coin for Bitcoin on this next one?
The next one, 2028, it depends what it goes to on this run.
Okay.
Because
if you see 250 this run, it's probably a good
no,
chance, right? No,
I don't. I see.
No, I'm saying if you do, you think it's
Oh,
probably
if
a
you
good
see 250,
probably a good chance.
What was our all-time high in 2017? No, not 2017. 20. Let me see. I think it was 20,017, and then what? 50. It's a good question. I see it being around 170 this run.
Okay.
Bitcoin is kind of where I'm looking at, and that's like what, 30 to 40% increase. Is that right?
I mean, close enough.
118.
You're talking 60 or 50 grand, so
Yeah. So 30% is 153,000. So that'd be about a 50% increase. Well, 50.
it's about 45,
40, yeah,
45.
yeah. And I think that's not unrealistic for Bitcoin. So
what do you see it at the next bull run, at the 2028 halving?
So in 2021, it was at 57.
Okay.
60, 64 ish. So 60,000. The time before that was 2017. It took its run at 20,000 ish.
So 3x.
Correct. So 3x on 60,000. It's 200,
180.
200 ish.
Yeah.
180.
180.
So I think that's about where we're at.
Okay.
And then if you 3x 180,
it's 560. No. 640.
640. And I think that's probably
where the halving is.
That's probably where the halving's going to be. And with that being said, if it does reach 170 to 180, the previous low after 2021 spike of 60,000, it dropped back down to 20-ish.
Okay.
20 to 30. It hovered around there before this last run.
It lost 2/3 of its value.
Correct. It goes up 30% and drops
significantly.
Right.
And then goes up again.
So once we get around to, so it went to its previous all-time highs where it settled at.
Yeah.
So it went up to 20,000 in 2017, dropped. I mean, I probably could figure it out, but then it went back up to 60 and then dropped to its previous all-time high. So now that if it goes up to 180, it should
60?
theoretically drop to 160 before making a 680-ish, 700. Do you see what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I think that's kind of where we're going to be. This is all just speculation.
Of course.
Based off
We're
charts.
talking about crypto, bro.
It's charts. I look at the charts and try and find a trend. And based off of that, that's kind of where the trend's at. If you look at prior to that, the high was, like 4,000, dropped down to like 1,800, which was kind of where, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it kind of is doing the same thing as we continue on. And as long as nothing crazy happens.
But can't you say that isn't XRP doing exponentially better than Bitcoin is in that progression? Like I know Ethereum, it fucking surpassed Bitcoin in its.
It did. Ethereum was outpacing
That's
Bitcoin. It was as far as hitting the highs quicker.
Yes.
Um,
But again, that's the OG, so
so
everything's
what
gonna be
was it? It
quicker,
was
right?
about 7 cents in 17. We're at $3.25. So that's what, 17 years? No,
8 years.
8 years. So 8 years into Bitcoin, what were you at?
I have no idea.
Started in 07. 8 years would have been 15.
2015.
Right. And we
So
hit 20,000 in Bitcoin in
17.
17. So in 10 years, we hit 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
So Ethereum better get to 20,000 within the next 2 years. So I don't think we are outpacing it.
Yeah,
Um,
that's interesting.
who knows? I mean, up until recently, I mean, they're still claiming that, what, 5% of the people own Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's not widely adopted.
Right. So what happens when it becomes widely adopted? What happens when banks do start using Bitcoin, if they start using it, or XRP, or crypto in whole
Yeah, once
is undervalued.
yeah,
So it's really hard to say.
you're still talking my language about 10,000 a coin, brah.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
There's a difference between possible and feasible, though, because you say it's impossible, but is it
No,
feasible?
I didn't say it was impossible.
No, I'm saying you saying it's possible, but is it actually feasible? That's where my heart is like, I don't know if this is actually feasible.
Yeah, but
Because you would have to, like you said, you'd have to burn a fuck ton of coins just to get
I
down
think
to.
their supply is too high.
Yeah,
Which is going to hinder its growth as far as value wise. But if it becomes the global platform,
that's something to be said, right?
it would be hard you would need that supply. So here's a little thing. What was it? I think it was like there's, and don't hold me to this, but I want to say I heard something that was like, how many millionaires are there in the world, do you think?
Millionaires? I don't know. 200,000?
Not even close. I think it's like 50 million.
Wow. Okay.
How many millionaires in the world?
We're not good at spelling. Just saying.
58 million
That's insane.
millionaires. So, with that being said, every millionaire in the world would not be able to own a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to be the top
dog,
all you need is one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because those millionaires are going to be fighting over scraps.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So there's not enough supply for the world. You just need a fraction of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, with that being said, a millionaire could own one XRP.
Yeah.
Could own a lot of them because there's billions, right?
Yeah.
There's
59 billion, I think.
Yeah. So owning one Bitcoin
is
a hell of a lot more valuable than owning XRP, unless you have a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to think that if you own one Bitcoin, Elon Musk owns 5,000. You know what I mean? So
fuck that guy. I hate that guy.
Owning one is substantial.
Yeah, and he has 5,000 a month.
Yeah, but there's only there's a lot of them out there. There's the majority of the Bitcoins are in a small group of people's hands.
Yeah.
So if you are able to get one, you're going to be well off.
You're going to be at the table.
You're going to be up there. You definitely are. You're going to be comfortable, I think.
Is that what you're striving for? Is
yes, yep, 100%. I just want one.
How many are you at? If you don't mind me asking.
Not even close to that.
Is it 2 zeros?
No.
You got
no, 1 0. 1 0.
Fucking A,
so
bro.
We're
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Getting there.
That's
Um,
dope.
We're getting there.
It sucks you already had 4.
Yeah, that hurts. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, and if I had continued mining throughout this whole
Oh,
time,
bro.
yeah, we had. What did we have? I think we had like 30 something miners at that time.
You do have to upgrade the miners though and all that
So
bullshit.
that's why we got out is as we figured the cost of the miner was going to take 2 years to recoup, and they were releasing miners every 2
2
years.
years.
So
Imagine that.
we're just trading what we mine for new miners.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cost effective once you factor in the electricity and the new miners and stuff like that. So we pulled out of that, and we should have probably taken the electricity money that we were spending and just keep investing.
Yeah. Even half of that.
I wanted to keep it. My partner didn't. So here we are.
Out of podcast, earning 0 money.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, I think if you can get 1 Bitcoin, you're gonna be well off, and that's my goal. So I'm just buying weekly, what I can afford, and if it goes up or down, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
As long as I got a piece of it. And yeah.
So
I mean,
you're taking the Bitcoin as currency of the future, or at least
I'm looking at it as I want to retire in the next 15 years. So hopefully I have enough to retire in the next 15 years. That's what I'm looking at. And I don't give a shit if it's Bitcoin, if it's XRP, or if it's Shiba or Doge. As long as I can get a piece of it and get enough of it to retire in the next 10 to 15 years, I'm good with it. I don't care if it's a shit coin, a meme coin, or a Bitcoin. That's my goal.
That's I like that goal.
That's
not my goal.
I mean,
Fuck.
So here's what I would tell you to do. What do
if you tell me to sell all my XRP, you're fucking done. I'm not listening.
No. So you think realistically, your XRP could be at $100.
Yeah.
What do you need to retire?
100,000.
Do you think that's enough? 100,000?
Give me 10 million, wouldn't it?
No. How much dollars do you need to retire?
10 million.
Okay. So divide those two numbers, and that's how many XRP you need.
Yeah.
So then take that number and divide it by 520. It'll tell you how much dollars you need to put in if the price stayed the same over the next 10 years.
Okay.
And you'll be close. You're not going to be there because it's going to go up.
Yeah.
It may go down. But the average, that's what you need to put in there. So what is that? So you think $10 million divided by $100. Oops, that was 1,000. 10 million divided by $100. So you need 100,000 coins. Divide that by 520. Is that right? 52. Yeah.
For 10 years.
10 years, right?
Yeah.
So you need to buy 192 coins a week.
That ain't working.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
It's roughly what? $600 a week.
Yeah. That's
so you're it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough unless it drops.
Yeah.
So you should be hoping for the drop. You know what I mean? As much as that would suck currently, that your money's going down.
I've got ways to get money to buy the dip though. So
okay, that's good.
I've already trying to free up money now. So
that's good.
That's I'm waiting for you to. It's dipping. Let's go. So I'm waiting.
But... Yeah, I mean the XRP is your coin.
Yeah,
you're just not buying my Bitcoin.
I am a firm believer that is made by the NSA. I can't fucking do it. I feel like there's a backdoor and some sort of news is going to come out and it's going to drive it right to zero. I don't know why, but that's what I feel.
People have been saying that since the start of Bitcoin.
I believe it.
That it's a bubble. It's going to drop. It's going to go to zero. It's a Bitcoin bubble. They've been saying that when it hit
I don't think it's a.
10,000.
I don't
They
think
said
it's a
it when
bubble.
it hit 20,000. Oh, we're at the peak. It's gonna crash. It's a bubble. They've been saying that since it started.
They've also been saying they've been saying that NSA built it. They've been saying that it would never reach the way it's been reached right now, which obviously isn't true. And they also, weird one, say that the dude that created Twitter, Jack something, I forget his name, but he invented Bitcoin. Like, what the fuck is that?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know where my lighter went. I think you stole it. You borrowed it early on and then stole it.
We do have to start winding it down. We got 15 minutes left.
Yeah. So I don't know what. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's just what you believe. I think the OG coin's gonna stand the test of time.
I mean, we've had a lot of currency iterations, and the dollar's lasted the longest, but a lot of those failed too. A lot of the early adoptions of currency have failed.
What do you mean?
Like from the beginning of time, a lot of currencies have failed. So your OG, not that it's doomed to fail, but eventually something will surpass it.
Right, but I don't think it's even taken mainstream yet. Like
I think
the dollar has.
That's where I think it's going to be surpassed before it even gets mainstream.
Nah.
Because of the way technology is moving so rapidly, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, but they're already creating countermeasures to prevent that technology from breaking it.
It's not about breaking it, though. It's about having the utilization of it. So like the XRP ledger that I was talking about, how it has utility for actual quick payments and shit.
Okay.
Bitcoin doesn't really have that. So eventually, something that's more universally useful is going to surpass it. No,
maybe.
That's
maybe. Utility wise, yes, I think XRP is better than Bitcoin. As far as a commodity,
okay,
I think Bitcoin's
a better option.
Correct. You're looking at XRP as
I'm looking at it
stock,
as a future,
as a stock.
Yeah.
That's as more and more
adapt to it.
Correct. It's going to
more
increase
value.
in value.
Yes.
Where I look at Bitcoin as
the
gold.
Value. Yeah, it already has the value. It itself is the value.
Correct.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because there is an outside influence. There isn't anything tied to it other than this is a commodity and this is what it's worth.
I could see that.
And it strictly is based off the scarcity of it. And that's 100% the reason why gold's price is where it is because it's scarce and people need it.
And that's exactly what every fundamental currency should be based on is scarcity.
That's what Bitcoin's based on.
I get you. But again, I think there's a back door, and I also think that there's Bitcoin that nobody knows about off the books.
Sure, Satoshi's.
So I think that's going to flood the market.
700,000 coins.
That might flood the market and drive the price down.
If so,
I would imagine.
Didn't XRP's founder just sell off a bunch of his coins, and now he's being scrutinized for it?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
She's gonna do it.
That doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
But why did he sell them? Was it part of the SEC?
He sold $175 million worth. Look it up.
That doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
That's why I stopped fucking around with Ethereum.
Yeah.
When he sold off his shares and it was Litecoin. Litecoin. That's why I stopped fucking around with it. And look what it's done since. It has never recovered like it should have.
Well, that doesn't make me feel good. That makes me immediately question, like, you don't have fucking faith in your own shit.
That's exactly why I stopped fucking with Litecoin.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he sold he sold $175 million worth at the very, well, not the exact peak, but almost the 360 mark.
The only thing that I could say in his defense is that he's been fighting the SEC for years. So maybe his liquidity he had a liquidity problem. But your liquidity problem should go away as soon as your fucking coin is adopted by everybody, so it shouldn't even fucking matter.
He moved 50 million XRP, or approximately 175 million. A significant portion of this, about 140 million, has been directed to centralized exchanges. So he cashed out.
Interesting. Again, he's been battling the SEC forever.
Well, now he continues to dump XRP. He's being scrutinized over it by
everybody because they should be.
Yep. They're thinking it's a pump and dump type thing.
That'd be some shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see that.
I did not see that.
Yeah, he sold off
50 million?
50 million tokens.
Well, shit.
He couldn't just donate some to us?
Right?
I'm not greedy. I'll take $1 million.
I'll take $1 million. Fuck. 100,000. That's all I need. Fuck, that does not make me feel good.
Yeah, that's the other reason. That's why the price dropped. I would venture to guess is because
because he's like fucking sell.
Right, it's a whale essentially selling off.
Yeah, interesting.
And that's kind of, I think, the reason why it plummeted.
Motherfucker.
So
I don't know, man. Fucking shit happens behind the scenes that we can never predict. That shit's fucking. That's got my head spinning now, though. Fuck.
You know who hasn't sold? Satoshi.
It's because it's the government.
They're still holding.
They still
believe it.
Yeah, they're waiting for $1 million a coin. Got to erase this deficit, you know.
So yeah, I don't think $1 million out of Bitcoin per coin is unheard of.
No,
I think it could. I think that's the cap, though.
$1 million.
I don't see it going much higher than that.
What's that? A 20-year projection?
I think. Well, I said 2028 was what, 6 something. So I mean, that's probably approaching it. It might touch $1 million.
Yeah. Well, there's always those outspurts and fucking bullshit.
I don't think it's gonna go I don't think it's going up to 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think Mills is it.
I think that's gonna be the cap.
And when does the halving stop? It doesn't?
Never. It always halves. You can never get to 0.
How does that work?
It just wouldn't be feasible to mine anymore.
Okay.
So they would have to change the protocol to reward the miners for confirming the transactions through the transfer.
Okay.
As opposed to releasing new blocks like they are now. Right now, when they confirm it or whatever, they find the block, they are rewarded with
a coin, or
I think it's like what, 1.25 right now.
Oh no!
No, it's 3.25.
Okay.
So every block is $300,000. Well, next time it's going to be half of that, and eventually it's not going to be worth it. So they're going to have to. When I send you money, they're going to take a piece of that and give it to the miners. They're going to have to change that eventually.
That's
otherwise it will fail,
yeah.
And there will be no miners to confirm it. Which essentially you wouldn't be able to
use it,
right?
Because there's no way to liquidate it. There's nobody doing the transactions. You can't.
You wouldn't be able to. So essentially, if there's no miners, you would be able to spend the same coin over and over and over again. There's no tracking it to make sure that it moved from you to me.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's also not confirming the transaction, so your money would never actually get there. Correct? Because isn't that what the miner does? It says, hey, this is you. This is who you're paying. Here you go. And if it doesn't have the
that's
transaction,
the blockchain. And yeah, miners do work to confirm that. So, right. So essentially, they would have to reward the miners with the transaction fee.
yeah,
Um,
313. It's going
dropped.
down. It's going down.
Yeah. We're gonna see.
And it's going to be interesting.
I told you. I said, what did I say? I told you last week, 315 to
Yeah.
325.
Now you're saying once it hits 280, it's going to 220.
If it
Ish.
breaks the support level, it's going to go down to 2 something.
Sky's the limit if it breaks it?
No,
No?
not the sky.
$5?
If it breaks it, it's gonna gain support. It would have to gain support at that
320?
no, the 360.
60?
It would have to gain support there. If that gains support, then you're probably figure 40%.
Yeah, so I mean
So
45-ish.
5-ish. Yeah.
5-ish.
Yeah.
460 if you want to use now numbers, but at the 360 it's about 5.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
Then get the fuck out before it drops down to $2.
And that's what I'm saying is if it drops down below this $3 threshold, I think it's going to continue a downward trend until it gains support again.
I can't believe that dude sold.
What
Fuck.
dude? Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I got to get back to the baby. So, thanks for coming down. This is a great topic. I know we were talking over text, and you brought this up that this would be a great podcast, and I
Yeah.
think it was. This was great. And again, this is not financial advice, except for get your money out of the banks and out of the dollar.
yeah.
That's sound advice.
But if you lose money doing that, don't come to us.
Don't
Yeah,
fucking come to
yeah.
me crying, all right?
No.
Because I ain't got no money. Ain't got shit. I'm working on fucking 10,000 XRP, and I ain't gonna get there. So fuck off. But
I think if you DCA it, you'll be happy.
I will try. I mean,
yeah.
it's better outcome
think
than the dollar. Let me tell you.
DCAing, I think, is the way to go. Don't stress about the ups and downs. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And don't stress about the swings.
Yeah.
Just put it in there and
Set it and forget it.
I mean, if you DCA'd over the past 20 years with Bitcoin, look where you'd be.
Oh, we'd be fucking retired already.
So if you think that this is following the same trend as Bitcoin, DCA it and hope for 10,000 a coin.
Yeah.
As you know, sky is the limit with crypto. It's a new technology and nobody knows where it's going to go. So,
and until mass adoption, nobody really knows.
Yeah, I mean, they say what 5% of the people. I don't know.
5% of the people use crypto. Wait till that's fucking even 20% will be fucking enormous.
What percentage of people own crypto?
Good old Google AI.
Google AI, 14%.
14%. So still, even 20% would be fucking huge.
Sure.
Another 6%.
Yeah.
Fucking bump that up to 50. Oh.
Yeah. So, I think just you got to look at it as a long-term thing.
Yeah.
We've tried a lot of get-rich-quick schemes.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, we're not here.
No.
We're not there. We never made it.
No, we're in a long-term.
Yeah, you got to look long-term.
Yeah.
I think realistically, 10 to 15 years.
We'll be set. Hopefully you will be too.
Just, yeah. Follow our advice, but don't hold us to it.
Yeah. Follow our advice, but make up some of your own shit, all right?
As you can see, we're clearly successful here.
Just look at the tapestries.
Listen, this one's gold-plated. So,
yeah. All right.
Go DCA. I think that's your best strategy, and hope for the best long term.
Fuck yeah.
So,
It's my big lottery ticket.
All
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
What's our next podcast?
I don't know. What do you want it to be?
I don't know. What were we talking about earlier?
Fucking the Cold War. You want to go on the
Yeah,
Cold War?
let's do the Cold War.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
The past and present Cold War, we'll
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
All right.
When do you want to do that?
I'm out of work until the 4th. So maybe next
4th.
week.
Okay. Let's do shit, you want to do Thursday again next week?
Sure.
Same time.
Sure.
6:30?
It works for me.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Check us out. 6:30 Thursday next week. What is that? The
27th.
Not even close. That's Sunday.
The 32nd.
So it's the first.
The first. The
first.
31st.
The 31st. July 31st at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where we'll talk about the Cold War, past and present. All right, bitches. Thanks for tuning in, and have a wonderful evening. You got any sign off?
No.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace.
Oh shit.